Iran has warned that Israel will pay after a senior member of its Revolutionary Guard was killed in an Israeli airstrike in Syria. Razi Mousavi was killed in the Zainabiyah area in the suburbs of the Syrian capital Damascus. He was considered one of the closest IRGC commanders to General Qasem Soleimani, the former Al-Quds leader who was killed in a US drone attack. Let's get more on this from Ali Hashim. He's joining us live from Naqoura in southern Lebanon, a very high-profile figure, Ali. What more are you hearing about the strike?
Well, according to our sources, Razi al-Mousavi came to his Zainabiyah residence after meeting the Iranian ambassador in Damascus. Just few minutes after his arrival, 3 missiles hit his residence and he was killed immediately. Some of his escorts, his entourage, were injured. But the fact is that Razi al-Mousavi, according to our sources, was subject to 2 assassination attempts during the past years. He was an instrumental figure within the Quds force that was led before by Qasem Soleimani and now by Ismail Qaani, which is part of the IRGC, the Iranian IRGC. He was the guy responsible for transporting and transferring weapons from Iran to Iraq, to Syria, to Lebanon, also to the Palestinian factions. And the fact that all the fingers are towards Israel regarding this assassination and the accusations towards Israel puts this whole situation within the context of the war on Gaza, especially with the IRGC being accused by the Israelis of fueling tension from Iraq to Yemen to Lebanon to Syria. So this is part of this context that we might be talking about or we might be tackling. However, the fact is, Razi al-Mousavi was seen also as someone who is kind of a shadow commander in Syria and in Lebanon too. He's been in this region since the 80s and he helped in putting the foundation for the Iranian influence and mainly the IRGC influence within these countries. Therefore, he enjoys very good relations with Hezbollah in Lebanon. He enjoys very good relations also with the Syrian government and with, of course, the Iraqis and the Palestinians.
And Ali, Israel has a history of carrying out strikes in Syria. They've only increased since the war on Gaza began. Iran is saying Israel is going to pay for this latest aggression.
Well, given the fact that this assassination is taking place within the context of the war that's going on, and given the fact also that the Lebanese front is already in a situation where it's an operation zone, we can see what's happening from Yemen or from Syria, or the Iraqi factions attacking the American bases there. So it seems there is quite a very slight margin for the Iranians to maneuver within in order to retaliate. So the retaliation that might happen, and we don't know if this is going to happen anytime soon, would be part of this whole context. It's not going to be outside this context.
Ali, thank you very much for that. That is Ali Hashim joining us live from Naqoura in southern Lebanon.
Congratulations.
So as you brothers just seen, this is going to be a real quick video, by the way. As you brothers just seen, you know, a major strike was hit, or another major loss was taken by the Iranian regime, the Iranian military. Right? So Lord willing, this is a theme now to where, you know, a lot more major plays will be hit so we can get this shit popping off. Now, we know that MOTB still got to be pushed. But, hey, man, how about Hashem Yahushai allow things to move a lot faster in these coming days? You know? May he give these devils the understanding they need, you know what I'm saying, and the prosperity they need to push this shit so that World War III can come and we can get the fuck out of here, man. Ecclesiastes 3 and 8. Or what is it? We coming into some serious times. They even say, with all these new immigrants in America, it's only a matter of time before one of their sleeper cells makes a move. Right? So, America is about to, which backs Israel, is about to face some hard times. All right, if you don't believe us, just wait and see. All right, I see through the spirit that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is about to turn up, as brother's been talking about, coming into this next year. But we'll just have to wait and see. We can't say for sure, we can't say for certain what's going to happen. But as I mentioned, may Yahweh Hashem Yahushua turn this bitch up. Salakia. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season, a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. So, we see to where the Israeli regime, all right, and further on up the chain, all right, the leaders of this world, which claim to be of that nation, are being revealed. The Most High is plucking them up. All right. So as we see on all these verses, we're on the opposite side of the spectrum. They had a time to be born, and they have a time to be to die. They had a time, they had a time to heal. They had a time to build their name, their infrastructure. Then they have the time to be killed. All right, they had a time to build up, the time the Lord allowed them to be built up. Now they have the time to be broken down. Even people over here in America, all right, saw, what was it like when you had the protests, when the whole thing first started with Israel and Gaza, like on a huge scale. A lot of people said that them Israelis ain't innocent. But it says a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. Right? So much so that there's actually also been talk to where these other nations, or I would say these other Arab nations, all right, are leaving behind, their coalition with America, and doing their own thing, which that's 2nd Esdras 15. Right? Which, like I said, we can count on things to move faster, but not so much to where World War III pop off tomorrow, because we have to wait for the MOTB, which we over here at Great Millstone believe is an RFID chip. So we got to keep our eyes open for that. Yeah. This is a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away. Right? Yeah, so I'm going to just end it there. With that, Shalom.